ahead and get started. First off, we have tight end Treylan Davis. Questions for Treylan? Greg?
So, Treylan, just start with the mood of the team now. Obviously, disappointing Saturday night. So, what's the mood at this point in time?
We're ready to get back to work. Obviously, we were disappointed with how Saturday turned out, but we're ready to get back to the drawing board and take on a arguably even better team coming in Saturday. So,
You guys have been so good offensively throughout much of the season. What went wrong Saturday night?
I wouldn't say it was what went wrong. I would say that we didn't execute it to the fullest of our ability. Little minor things turn into big things later on, and when you don't do those minor things throughout a game, it results in what it did. So,
what was different from the opening drive that seemed to work so seamlessly to not able to get in the end zone until the final couple minutes of the game at the end? Did they do something differently, or was there just something?
Like I said, just consistently executing what we had drawn up. I feel like it just came down to us not doing our jobs the whole time. So we're hoping to correct that this week.
Is there any reason you can pinpoint on why that changed? Because look, you guys all were doing your jobs in that opening drive. That just didn't happen afterwards?
I wouldn't say so, no. I think that we just got to come out, start fast, and stay fast, fast, strong throughout the whole game rather than just in one part of it.
Mood of the team. How is everybody today after disappointing game on Saturday?
Everybody's just equally as frustrated about it. I would say we're all equally as excited though to correct what we didn't get done. So.
You had those two great wins. You got that momentum going. Then Iowa State happens and everything just kind of halts. What do you guys say to each other, and how do you guys talk to each other to kind of get you guys back on track and get that, and kind of put the tough loss behind you to go forward?
Right. I think it comes right back down to coming in, watching film the day after and today, seeing what we did wrong, see what we could take accountability for, hold each other accountable for making mistakes, and not let each other make those going forward.
Kind of a two-parter on your evolution in the offense. First of all, obviously starting as a blocker, you talked about this, I think, last spring. What works well for you as a blocker in this offense, and especially on the pulls, the powers, things like that? What suits your game in doing that?
I think I do well at the point of attack most of the time. That's where a lot of my strong points are for this offense. Pulling, whether it's a counter play, being at the point of attack, allowing running backs to make a cut off of my blocks. I've had a lot of strength in that, but the way we draw them up, with me in a fullback position or in a tight end position, I like the ability to do both. I enjoy doing both roles.
Passing target the past couple of weeks too. Is that necessarily, hey, we're really looking for your spot on this play, and what's the feeling when you're knowing, hey, the ball may be coming my way?
It's exciting. Anytime you get a ball coming your way, it's exciting. You got to make the most out of what opportunities you get. So I'm just really doing what I'm supposed to do. If the ball finds me, it finds me.
You always been a physical player? I mean, is that something you've prided yourself on? Because your blocking ability obviously stands out.
Yeah, I would say I've always strived to be a physical player on the field, just because there's some aspects of like athletic ability and stuff that I lack. So if I can make up for it, being a little bit more physical on guys that are a lot more athletic than me, then I'm going to do that.
How hard is it to accept the fact that you have to make up for physical abilities that you don't have?
I would say really it just comes down to self-awareness. If you can be aware of yourself, you can focus on what you're good at rather than talking about what you're not good at all the time.
Is there ever a time you sit there and say, damn, I wish I could run like him or jump like him?
Yeah, absolutely, all the time, yeah. I wish I could be faster, I wish I could jump higher, but I think everybody does, So, yeah, focus on your strengths.
How do you describe your role on the stage?
Like they said earlier, physical, tough, a guy that can be relied upon, and someone that keeps everybody kind of even keel, never too high, never too low. Just stay consistent, be dependable.
You are starting to catch the ball or get opportunities in recent games. You explained the one at Oklahoma State, and what you saw, when you look up and see that much green grass, you don't get that very often after you get the catch. What was that catch like?
Right, it was exciting, and it was super early in the game, so I was hoping that momentum would follow it. You know, it was a big chunk of yardage, like you said, and it was an awesome opportunity.
Think you had a chance to get to the end zone? when
Yeah,
you first got
probably.
it?
I mean, when I first turned around, there was no one there. You know, I was hoping, but then again, I'm really not the fastest guy on the field all the time, so somebody's going to catch me eventually.
You get a chance to talk to Anthony Beck, obviously Hall of Famer with this program, but a guy playing your position. So there's been a lot of great players, but that has to be a little different seeing somebody at a tight end.
Yeah, it was super cool for him to come back. You know, his picture and stuff's all over our walls, and especially in our room. So it was really cool to have him back. Even playing against his son was a really cool opportunity. You know, it was cool to see a guy that did very well in this position here come back.
Do you have any words with him? Did he say anything?
No, I never got to talk to him. No.
You had a chance to go over to Kansas State yet, or is that today?
That was today. We kind of glanced over them today. They're a super tough team. You know, obviously they've lived up to that standard for themselves, and we're excited to get a chance to play them.
Number one ranked rushing defense in the league, and they're only giving up 63 yards a game. So another challenge for you guys to move the ball against.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a good opportunity.
And not only that, they're one of the better teams in the country getting back into the backfield, tackles for loss, sacks. From what you've seen, can you kind of point out what they do well to allow for that, and what can you guys do to kind of keep that in?
They're very strong in their roles, and they have guys with, you know, very talented guys. They're very able to make plays and be consistent, and they're very well coached. So, you know, I believe we are too. I'm really not too worried about it. I'm excited to get to play these guys.
Have you seen from Samarco get some snaps, obviously, as a true freshman?
Yeah. No, I've been nothing but impressed with Jack. He comes in, he does what he's supposed to do every day. He's a big kid. I mean, he's probably 255. You know, he's taller than I am. He's going to have a heck of a career here. He's doing a great job. I'm impressed by him. He's a big physical kid, but, you know, he's athletic enough to be able to do both. So.
After Saturday night, was there any rally the troops talk or speech? Did any of the players get up and say anything? Did the coaches get up and say anything? What was said, and how was it said to kind of get you guys to kind of brush that off and move forward?
But I don't know that anything in particular was said. I'm sure everyone had a different meeting, you know, today coming in and watching it. But I think there's also a mutual understanding between everybody that that was a very winnable game, and that we expect more out of ourselves in the future. And I don't think any of us are meant to really sit and settle for what happened on Saturday.
Okay, anything else for Treylan? All right, thank you.
Thank you all.